got it, you got it, you really got it. You got it, you got it, you got it, you really got it. One look, people Stevie Wonder can see why so many ladies are filled with envy. Touchy road, insta fashion statement. That body must be heaven sent. You got it, you got it, you got it, you really got it. You got it, you got it, you got it, you really got it. Food all over. Touching on the cast of fanatics all around the world. The UK ladies, my Taiwanese connection run you. My NYC sisters, Atlanta ladies, Miami hot mummies. You got it, you got it, you got it, you really got it. You got it, you got it, you got it, you really got it. One look, people Stevie Wonder can see why so many ladies are filled with envy. Touchy road, insta fashion statement. That body must be heaven sent. You got it, you got it, you got it, you really got it. You got it, you got it, you got it, you really got it. Food all over, food all over. You got the food.
I'm gonna drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. Share the shot, share the shot, share the shot, share the shot. Yes, I was missing in action, but I am here now. We are not here to dwell on the past. If we want to dwell on the past, we have to dwell on 7 years. Okay? That's all we're gonna dwell on. Alan, I am here. Yes, it's all about the topics, people. Special good evening to each and everybody. You don't know, friend. I see you. Yeah, man. We out here without fear. Yeah, man. So, Alan, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. But Jason, I'm hoping, next week from about Wednesday in the afternoon, sometime around 5 o'clock, going till the end of the year, I suppose to feel good. I suppose to feel better than good, really, and truly. You understand?
But we don't understand you got chicken in the freezer already. You don't season up.
No, I got steak this time.
Oh, marinade.
Yeah. Yeah. Upgrade. Give you something to talk about. But we got guests tonight, don't know. So we now keep them by the door waiting too long neither. So bring them
Yeah,
in.
rapper coming and we rolling. We rolling, we rolling, we rolling. And tonight is what a collaboration. What a collaboration we're gonna have tonight. You know what I mean? We got the we got the people from the we got the guys from the real talk corner. You know what I mean? This is all one entertainment. This is one movement, really. You know what I mean? So it's a pleasure having everybody here at one time. Unfortunately, one missing, but that's how we go. You check it out.
No, so something we gotta get a silent partner.
Mm-hmm.
But but gentlemen, how y'all doing?
Reads like he frozen.
No,
No,
no
reason
feel,
no
no
frozen
feel.
tal. Reason no frozen tal.
No.
How
No
y'all
feel.
doing?
Practicing a new skill.
The mannequin, um,
Yeah.
excellent. We excellent. We took some family time yesterday, but we didn't want a week gone. The people didn't see our faces, so you know, let me do the collab. Let me do the collab. We've been a while. We got yeah. We need to do the collab.
I just remember and I just still forget that I got holidays. So I know yesterday was 4th of July, but me still calm. Me went up.
Please don't come
So
off.
as far as me concerned, me went go up.
Yeah.
But me still kind of remember I got, because you know what I mean, you gonna see it on Facebook and all that kind of thing there. But me still not kind of register that I had Independence Day yesterday.
So I wake up.
Um, I do some barbecue chicken and so, but that was Sunday. But
Okay.
tomorrow again, but a cook up.
Reese, what you drink? Can't ask you what you cook daddy go.
What you mean?
Me not cook nothing, better than that. But I was knee deep in some tequila. Yeah, I took a trip to Mexico with some tequila. I had a good 4th of July.
Mm.
Wait. You went Mexico for
Alan,
the weekend, you mean?
Alan, no, no,
Uh,
no, no.
uh,
Well,
no, no, I just want to understand. This is a prior trip. This is a
no,
prior trip to Mexico.
the
The
drink
drink.
took me to Mexico. Yeah,
Oh shit!
The
Oh
tequila,
the
shit!
drink,
the tequila.
Well,
yeah, the tequila took
watch
me to
a
Mexico.
Reese me done they up on a little thing. So
All,
maybe I might
all
not
the
reach
while,
Mexico. Yeah, but
all
I
the
might
while,
reach
the
a
whole
rally.
hotel, no
I might
boy,
reach a
come
rally.
on.
That's fine enough
Yeah,
for me right now.
all legal and legit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But fellas, thank you for having us. You know what I mean? And like Jason has said, we rolling.
Yeah, Jason. Let me get out the way. It's not really like it's in the way, but I think we should start off with Chauvin and just a little congratulations to
Yes,
Mr.
I just
Chauvin.
want to show managers appreciation. I already showed them the appreciation privately, and yeah, I'm gonna show them the appreciation again. You know what I mean? You know, to Chauvin, Chauvin, that's my homeboy from back home. You know, and like whenever me and Chauvin have a conversation, it's conversation for progress. So Chauvin, big up your damn self. You don't know what a way. You know, you just show us the fact that yo, if you could do it, you know what I mean? Like there's lots more on our Smile Island could achieve that too. And you just kind of set a path for us.
Yeah, man. I want to hear one of these days. Chauvin is an athletic director, so he not even over. Well, I mean, in terms of like right now, he over like my understanding is like the athletics,
Okay.
but I mean the AD does be in control of like all the sports for the school. You understand? So you're not only in control of just like the athletics program, but you're in control of basketball, you're in control of volleyball. You making all the decisions, and is a man what I know could reach up there. That there is a talent. That is one of the clear examples. You know, when you go to school and you hear about brain drain,
Yeah.
that is one of the clearest examples because Chauvin is a man who, if he was in a Nevis, whatever he behind would have been going 100%. So, all what happens still is a good big up and is a good shout out for him to get elevation out there because there is an
Well,
avenue. There is an avenue for, and people got to be aware of this. So, if your child is good and talented at sports, we have somebody in a position who could really not just give them a look at refer them. You check it out. We got a man up there, and by I know this is just the start because if you really follow Chauvin, every year is some kind of progression. You check it out. So even if it's a few years now, I know the progression gonna continue. So it's just a big up to Chauvin.
yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Well, all the while, same with still. Like you say, Alan, is every year you see Sherman getting some kind of award and some kind of this and some kind of that. So you see elevation, you see progress yearly, and the promotion that he has received is overdue. But I agree with you. I would like to see Sherman being a AD and athletic director. Not just being over track and field or over cross country, but handling all the sports them and going out and actively recruiting and stuff of that nature, because
Mm-hmm.
Chauvin is a talent, and sometimes you don't have coaches that he never really was good at the sport. They're mentally good, but they can't actually do the sport. Chauvin has been a champion at track and field, so it's good to see that Chauvin has been able to elevate to this level, and we just wish him the best and hope that he keep moving forward.
Yeah, man. Big up Chauvin.
Um
We big up Chauvin yet. You're gonna let me big
oh,
up
go
Chauvin
ahead,
now.
go ahead,
I'm not going
go
to
ahead, go.
see y'all done say everything. So all I can say is
No,
Chauvin, big up
no,
respect.
Reese just make. Reese just make an important point, but go ahead.
Okay, show enough respect to you. And I confident wherever you put your mind, that's where you're going to reach. You're very determined, especially I've seen it over the years, like Jason said, grew up with Shervan, from the basketball court, an excellent cross country runner, long distance runner. And now he taking that passion for sports and passing it on to younger generation. And that is very important. So, Shervan, enough respect to you, man. Yes, I had. Okay.
Also, the thing about athletics and sports that we have to understand, as we say, Chauvin was a competitor,
Is.
but is a competitor. But then what I'm saying is now you also have other avenues whereby you not just got to run, and you shouldn't look at this thing just about the running. There are so many different ways you could get into the athletics and contribute and make a living. You understand? So it's not like he just limited himself to being a competitor. He also look at how he could contribute from an administrative standpoint, and that's why I'm telling you, once Chauvin behind you, you're going all the way. Unless you is like the Boston Celtics, in which case you don't get your ass beat to the Warriors. Then kind of ways there. Sometimes you don't get your ass beat, but there will be a good effort.
Um, the best thing Chauvin never do, I left Nevis and excel himself overseas because if he been still there Nevis, you know what I mean, we would have just no Chauvin as just the runner baby. So thank God, thank goodness, you know what I mean, he got playing to take us elsewhere to where we could excel and people notice our talent too.
So you want to tell me Chauvin talent? I'm not saying how must I put this? Maybe he may not have had the accolades, but you're telling me Chauvin talent would not have shining on Nevis?
What you think?
Show Chauvin would have had like a running club or something.
Yeah,
So
but the short answer is no, he would not,
I
sure.
think I think what it is that yeah, he might have had a running club, or he might even been one of the inter-primary coaches, but I think the opportunities itself within the 36 square miles that we call Queen City Nevis just aren't there. So the opportunities that he have in New York, either you get in a Texas or you might get in a California. Unfortunately, you just don't really find it in most Caribbean countries. So Jason does have a valid point that sometimes you got to go outside. No, what would be good for Sherman to know is to pull other people along with him, other individuals maybe like minded who he see talent in as well, and establish himself not just as a coach but as someone who also has a lineage throughout the sport.
Yeah, go on, man. Things are going.
Y- y- y-
And with with other words, if you want to be successful in Nevis, you better link with who party in a power.
Okay.
And,
Wait,
and
wait,
this is an election year.
The topics.
wait, Jason, you make a point, but let me ask you a question. Okay, you got this thing named lobbying, where everybody is lobbying the government. Now, for example, even like the sports team, them right, them man don't get to the government. Them man don't get to both sides. Them man lobbying both sides of this thing. And nobody don't get skip out, because as you say, if for example one of them lose in a this year, what be happy gonna do? Where you feel like I be on your bet on one house, sometimes you got to hedge your bet. You got to know what going on. You got to know, well, that one you see him show. You know what I mean? Where was the next one you're kind of iffy? You got to know.
Well, not only that, Alan,
Mm-hmm.
but when you go that way there, you kind of secure status quo because you know for a fact that you don't put it to both parts. So whoever win, you just got to understand. Hey, we keeping it how it is.
And
That's
assess too from the perspective. I think you got to understand is like is different strokes for different folks. Eh? So you as a businessman, as a private individual, everybody got the right to carry it how they want to carry it. Eh? So if you as a private businessman decide a private citizen, cause you not got to be a businessman, but you as a citizen decide, well, I carry in my party, you know, pam my back. I gonna put them on. I gonna put on the clothes and this. There's also something to the person who want to just be like, well, me gonna put on the clothes what me buy, and me gonna talk to everybody, and me gonna cool, because listen, Jason really and truly, you don't meet nobody in a genuine interaction, and like within the first couple of sentences you ask them, so who you the vote for? That really one of the
Yeah,
things what does come up naturally,
You sure, no?
yeah, but you know what does come up naturally?
God, tell me.
You know what does come up naturally? A whole heap of honesty for the non-nationals.
But let me tell you something. You know, it's no time, you come to talk about politics. You
Well,
ain't want to talk about running. You don't fed up with Jason. Um, Chauvin, I can say one more thing before we get into the politics.
Yeah,
Um,
go ahead.
yeah. There was the Mango Festival over the weekend, and as
Yes.
usual, my ass ain't went nowhere. But I will tell you, I see a lot of people in attendance. Big up Buju. Buju was down there. And numerous people was there. They had numerous competitions, and it looks like it's growing into something that's gonna be lasting. So I just want to say big up for that, even though I know it now.
who introduced
Yeah.
that?
Um, I do not know which government introduced it. Um, Regardless of who government introduced it, all I'm saying is whoever government is in should build upon it.
Yeah,
You
I
understand?
figured that.
Put in some entertainment. Uh, um, Everybody also wants to go to the park, which is a good thing. I've been down there once, and down there is cool.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? So
he knew.
as much as you could integrate it and these type of things. So I just wanted to big up the Mango Festival.
Yeah. Mango Festival, wonderful festival for Nevis. Wonderful festival, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, still ain't a great niche to export because he ain't moving nowhere. He just staying on Nevis. Perfect, perfect activity for Nevis, but not for nowhere else.
But Jason, I thought you tell me you're gonna get some pictures of a lot of mango up by the agro processing. So
Yeah, I have the picture still.
potentially the
I
mango then going
if I,
somewhere.
so you want I could log out and come back and send it to master control and do that. You want me to do
No,
that right now?
no. Forget about that. I don't no. I don't want to lose you.
Yeah, we
So
don't
here
want
what
to
going
lose.
on. You want me tell you what going on with the mango? The master plan with the
Yeah.
mango?
All right, thanks,
So
thanks.
you know mango is a seasonal thing, right? Maybe them
Yeah.
a work out. No care what happen all year round, need this mango.
We got mango in the stores all year round up here, but they want tree, eh? The
That's
problem
what I'm
is,
telling you.
I can't even bring a mango from Nevis when I leave. So what the government doing? The governments of the
When mean by
past, the governments of the future.
when mean
Why
by you
you took
can't
up
bring a
on that?
mango?
You c- That's
I
prohibited now.
thought I, I thought if you declare it you would.
No man, not mango.
No.
Not to the United States. Even if it's not on the seed, even if it's just the flesh, they take it away. It go be frozen. It's the only way you get through.
Mm.
Mm.
Well, I got problems in life.
But it's a terrible, terrible thing. It's years now. Me not eat a
Yeah.
mango from Nevis. Maybe about 7.
Okay, Jason. Nearly 20 minutes gone,
Yeah,
and we're not talking politics.
politics time.
Go ahead. It's time to unleash.
As I said,
And not
you're the
only that, not, Not
Yeah,
only that,
but
you ain't been
but
in front of Mike for 2 weeks talking the politics. So I know you got things to say.
well,
As I was saying, right? You check it out in terms of the mango. You understand me? The niche ain't there for it. You check it out as much as they're talking about agriculture, this agriculture, that. You understand me? They ain't providing the niche. You check it out. The money they're too slow.
okay, hold on
The
there.
money they're too slow for them. You check it out.
Me man ask a question. Alan, you work in agriculture, right?
Me, somewhat, yeah. I was by Richard up to this afternoon.
Anyway, so what's your opinion on agriculture in Nevis?
Um,
Being a part of it.
o- okay, here's my only question
Mm-hmm.
for the Minister of Agriculture. I think I feel like he think that giving a man a greenhouse,
Mm-hmm.
and okay, I wouldn't even just say him. I think in general the attitude is if you give a man a greenhouse, that man is supposed to produce something. You understand? I give him an infrastructure. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And then man might even go further and give you some seed or something like that. So. But me, I wonder how far this thing is going. And I know, okay, even for example, they might even say we're gonna send them on a course. But from what I see of the infrastructure, me I wonder if these men are go all the way. Because I wear this thing ain't just take greenhouse.
Mm.
When done you got to be aware at temperatures. Me no know if them man even get these man simple things like a digital thermometer with all of the readings. Me no know if them man educate these man pan feeding schedules and all of these type of things. So when we look at yeah man a greenhouse and yeah, the man supposed to produce something. In everything what we're doing is not quite as simple as it seems.
Mm.
And that's how come Jason gonna end up and have a point when he gonna say like the niche is not there. Because when you're going into something, you got to go into that thing there
Yeah.
with more than just the passion or the want to make money.
Exactly. And with that being said, most of the people that went college, some of them even spent 10 years in Taiwan and that kind of thing, and all they learn are the language.
Me no know that one. I don't know how that one dropped, but um,
But
you know,
but
extrapolate
you
on
know,
me, Jason.
but apart it different, right? Because you still need the people willing to go out there to do the farming and so on. And I don't think as a people we actually willing to go out there and have some go work. That's not the biggest issue.
We
Like for
don't
example,
need.
you have
And
Richard. Yeah, Richard who have his stuff, but Richard don't have a staff of 20 people. So even though he could produce, he can't really produce that much. You can't find 20 young men to go talk about them and go home and go, and go dig no hole. Nothing that hot on there.
boy, the good thing about Richard, he not got no kind of hoeing and then kind of thing there. You got to turn up. Boom, boom, boom. You take off some road, you cut some lettuce, drop everything done. No kind, boy, you're not gonna go on. So, what do you do, Richard? Huh?
Mm-mm.
Everything
You see,
hydro.
and you see, and,
But,
and,
but,
and
but,
and
but,
that's good that Richard set up, but now everybody gonna be able to set up like a Richard.
and then, okay, okay. You
Mm.
see, if you're going into this greenhouse story on a real levels, and the government tell me that them build a building and then put an AC on the building and then kind of thing there, so that them man could got this thing down to real science of this is the temperature
Yeah.
that they are keeping their thing, and them man could really go all kind of thing. That when you could see man end up and say, "Bah, we go raspberry and all these kind of thing," you know. Because okay, um, Jason the Rastaman in
Yeah.
California. Now we could talk and say we could go these things, you know. But the reality of the reality of like the atmosphere and which part with it, boy, it hard. And then if you're gonna give me all of the infrastructure there, you see the electricity bill there. So how much me ever sell them a Raspberry for? Which part? It
Yeah.
is a lot of things we really gonna have to consider. And me, I like how we talking about food security.
It's just
Me
a
not
term.
understand. Me not understand how we could talk about food security and we can't even identify like one crop and tell you, okay, Nevis can't run out of that. We got this one thing covered and then start to build and
Mango.
that's how you deal with food security, you know.
By
You can't
so
just tell me food security and look on this gone up and that we selling this pounds more and so no. It got to be a real collective thing and boy, you watch it. Some of these things is reality. Eh? Me not understand how Nevis and got food security, you know. When you look on the amount of processed food what we consume in a Nevis, what you talking about food security? We will be able to supplement our diet through fruits and them kind of thing there. I think we should be able to produce an adequate amount of meat, but
Pork.
still at the same time ain't gonna be enough meat like every day. The
No.
amount of chicken I be does eat and egg and bye.
No, no,
Hold on,
no.
We
boy.
gotta be realistic about some of our objectives.
Alan, I'm gonna tell you something. You said the thing about meat, right? Me no really believe that today, you know? Me no believe we. I feel the amount of meat we dey eat, we might have about 2 weeks of meat, you know?
No, you longer than that. You crazy?
But Alan is a
You
lot of meat we
crazy?
dey eat,
Yeah,
bro.
but Reese, you're gonna
Listen,
be a ration
is
at that point in time, the man.
Boy,
no
now,
big man.
now
Watch
everybody
out.
understand rationing, boy.
Listen,
The government got
he
to
got
step
a
in,
lot.
man.
He got a lot of goat about the place. I'm telling you that right now. And even all, you got to remember, if you come down to them kind of things there,
Monkey yet eat.
th- them there when man gonna be like, bye, no, it makes sense to breed me flock and them kind of thing there.
Monkey can eat.
It's gonna be beneficial, and it is beneficial to have animals at all times. As they said, the war in Ukraine.
Monkey can get eat. That's all I can say.
Jason, I hope you realize, you know, the excuse is not COVID anymore, you know, the war in Ukraine. You got to listen to the new lyrics.
also
With the
you don't
upgrade,
follow me. You don't follow me Facebook post them.
there's a lot of posters behind. I joke, me look on
Yeah,
Facebook
Yeah,
really
here.
that
usually.
that was one of them.
Read it out now, Jason. You don't remember it?
I said I said 1 year they say COVID, 1 year they say Russia for the gas. They be blame Russia.
I mean, they got a point, though, eh? For the gas. What they not got a point is they need to do something about easing the surcharge off for the people. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why? Why they gonna
Why?
do that? And MST more important.
Okay.
What I need clarity on is whether Sinkits does pay surcharge.
The answer I hear is no. I don't know if anyone in
Listen,
the chat could give you a definite answer, but I I hear no. Dr. Janice Hall had said, God dang it. Hodge had said no. Daniel Hodge.
okay. There's a comment I want to read here.
Okay.
I need about 100 acres. I will have my own processing facility for value-added products. A community developed around the farm, highlighting and showcasing all the spin-off industry involved in agriculture, and a marketing plan to export the surplus. And
Uh, I
you
think it
you
might
hear
have
this
more
one?
to it, eh?
Oh yeah. Oh
The
shit.
comment looked like it get cut off.
Yeah, Is a politician make the comment there, no?
No.
That's
That's
yes
some
on
No,
Tafari.
no, that's the
that's
fool.
a
That's
That's the
not
fool.
your
talent.
That's the
son.
fool.
That's
That's the
that.
fool.
That's not your
That's a
son.
talented comment.
Starboy.
Oh,
No, no, that's your son.
Argue with me.
which one you
Argue
talking
with
about? Which one you
me.
comment?
That's your son.
No,
Yes,
the
your
comment
son.
that's up right now.
The picture what me see is Starboy picture.
That's the picture that I am seeing as well.
Yeah, but it's your
Maybe the
son.
program
Your son.
feeding us incorrect information. Okay, yeah, he had finished there. So yeah, I mean, your son is very experienced with that. Where's your son in the United States?
California. I
Yeah, I
want I
know.
want to reach by the rest man.
Okay.
Yeah, we got
He
them.
have some he have some lovely tomato trees. I don't know if you see the Rastaman tomato trees, but he said
The
they're
British
getting
ones.
big and fat. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, the Rastaman, yeah. He looking good for a few months from now.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it. Haven't seen it.
Rastaman, they still send me each chance what?
I want me hat. I want.
So watch out. Rastaman, I love you, right? But here what going on. You can't do that with 100 acres. You cannot do that with 100 acres. You're gonna get what he said. All of the spin-off industries in agriculture and upon 100 acres.
Ah,
How are you
listen.
gonna do all of that upon 100 acres?
I,
Ah,
I, I don't. I'm gonna tell you
Go
why I
ahead.
will give him the benefit of the doubt
Tell
because it
me.
may be a situation that he's currently in and he seek work. It may be the
That can only
situation
be
that he
done
currently experiences.
if they have an effective plan to be able to fully supply the demands, local consumption, and supermarkets and restaurants. Well, yeah, but okay. This is based upon you in a Rasta man. This is based upon you. You got to find out what they need and be able to
No,
fully. Yeah.
wait,
How
hold
is
on,
this
hold
not
on.
going to be based on the.
No, he's responding to a comment from Starboy. So the comment actually
Oh,
was Starboy comment was the government needs to place important restrictions on some foods in order to stimulate local production, and that is
no.
Yassan's response.
First of all, not a Mark Brantley government. And second of all, no government should do that. We live in a capitalist society. It's a free market. If people out there got cheaper things, why are they supposed to be do it for?
You only cheaper when you have a lot because and the consistency.
Well, that is my argument.
And we need to and that one we need to work on the
What the
quantity and
consistency?
the consistency, yeah, and the quality also.
My argument is only that you gonna only gonna be able to be one or two products, and out of the one or two products, me not see how you gonna skip out cannabis. I mean, see how you gonna happen. You going to tell me cannabis and some kind of another fruit. You could convince me about some kind of root or something like that. So you could get me convinced about it. But me
Listen
not
up,
see how you gonna be past that.
but listen up.
mm.
The reason why a lot of farms are striving out here is because they focus on one thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You check it out,
But
and the farms them back home want to focus on everything. They feel like this deserve everything deserve a greenhouse or deserve the same temperature as a watermelon as much as to a pumpkin.
That's the only reason them. Wait, that's the only reason why farms out here survive.
well, what we say to Ira is we talking about the industry, you know.
Yeah.
So when you build an industry, it's not like I say I could got 10 acres and me a plant all kind of different thing. And we talking about we got agriculture industry. If we not dominate, when you hear certain places, okay, like in Africa, and they will tell you this place they dominate spices. You understand? They dominate. This place does make a lot of tea bag. Watch out. We could stop here and decide we gonna got fields of lemongrass, and decide we gonna deal with that. All what me I try to tell you, it only gonna really be one. We got to deal with a specific field. As Jason said, everybody can go out and plant all kind of different thing. What be market be? Agriculture? Why be? Because we got to be able to sustain so that okay, you want lemongrass, you could call Nevis and get lemongrass. We go
But
fulfill the order. Me not see how if everybody plant all kind of, because especially you got to watch how much arable land we got.
me not think of that,
That's a
Jason.
part
Me
of the
not say
problem.
though.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
what me say?
Okay then. I thought Jason was more focused on the individual planting more than one thing versus
Y-
us
y- y-
as a
y-
sector
y-
more focused on one thing.
Yeah, but what we are saying is when we watch Nevis, but okay, let me
Because
show
Neve is
you something.
small, I get you.
No, let me tell you what going on in Nevis right now.
Tell me.
The Guyanese, I get you.
Big them up.
And what make the Guyanese them I get you? The same thing. A Guyanese gonna get a piece of land and they say, boy, me go full out this year watermelon.
Watermelon, yeah.
Near the watermelon, man. You want watermelon anytime, I got watermelon all the time. The man gonna say, I got a piece of land full out of coconut. Full out of one particular thing. Because when you come go deal with me, I got this. Me got you covered in this. And it's
So,
still gonna take
And
more than these individual people to have to say you're a tomato market or whatever and got surplus.
and and Ira,
yeah.
and if we were planning to export mango, we would have done that at least 15 years ago. So right now, the mango tree then would have done fucking plant and done ready to and done a beer. We would have done a field full of mango tree. Up to now, we not got no field of mango tree still. We just a pick wild mango right now. No?
One here, one there. I guess it's the backyard farming mentality, and then they just want to expand that.
You want me to tell you another thing about the farming thing too? You never really see nobody make no real money off it, so too much people don't really want to go into it. A lot of people don't see it as an actual career path because you can't tell me about farm, but you could think of that. You could say, boy, the man they do good from farming, and I think that's one of the issues too.
And plus, people are ready to mango. You understand me? So, like nobody gonna take it serious.
Well, well, well. I don't know, Jen.
Um,
I get bad drink. I come on. I get bad drink.
Okay.
Here we're going on to as far as he's saying nobody make it as a farmer. I don't think that and when I say we, our and the older people won't feel vexed with me for that statement. I'll be more modern, more 90s and 80s babies. We not got an example as we say of a farmer being a big man in a society. I think that would have been like the past generation. And I don't think that we are far, but it's just that farming now got to get integrated. Everything a business. Watch out. The next band, what take off, or the next artist or whatever take off in the names. They gonna people who one of them in terms of management and them kind of thing there. that is going to propel them.
Okay.
The far as anything reached been ultrasonics, you know.
Yeah.
And it was because them man had the infrastructure. As far as everything was, them man just had to turn up and play music at one point in time.
Agree.
You check it out. It's always the infrastructure what will carry you. A man ain't gonna make it right now if he decide well he gonna just be a farmer. And he ain't none accountant. And he ain't none lawyer. And he ain't no whoever else because he gonna need to know professionals in order to progress his business. One of his children then got to into marketing or something like that. So
Mm.
you check it out. He gonna got other people who need to elevate you. Part of the problem in a Navis is we not this another thing what we not see. We not see no company. We not see no group of people come together and form a company and real successful like that.
You're right.
And that's the next reason why we don't have a lot of company
Gotta start
either.
something.
Yeah. Uh, everything go do it. But you need infrastructure. Jason, you've been talk about the amnesty, you know. And I've been want to talk about the amnesty as well. What is your opinion on on the amnesty? Are you realize anything about the amnesty?
Yeah, he come around when he's supposed to.
When he's supposed to?
Yeah,
When,
I wanna,
when is the
I
amnesty?
wanna do it too. I wanna do it to bring the fuck around election time.
I don't believe that you're saying that happening. And the
Yeah,
premier talking
because
about Tim doing all kind of thing to curry favor with voters. I don't believe that the premier would bring an amnesty every time he got election.
for me, whatever the premier says is not that, you know, he had 7 years to say whatever, you know.
He had 7 years.
Yeah, he had
So
within the 7 years to say whatever, you know, not after, you know.
so you mean to say he could have do like the people them in Angola?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Call it quits while the head I do like a me.
Because I observing what is taking place down in Angola. You know Angola run by a minority government right now.
That is style.
Mm-hmm.
No, but not only that. Because I hear what going on.
Tell them.
The, the, the young lady resigned, and I think another minister resigned, Mr. Hodge.
Mm-hmm.
They're still in parliament, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But but you know now the opposition bench is more than who is in government.
Mm.
So them man could call a motion at any moment in time.
So,
I
so
expect to hear that.
Alan, you know
Hmm?
what I realized about the whole thing in Angola. One day crossed the air, which was a good move, right? Went from into the opposition side. But I also heard that the young lady, her constituents were the one who told her, "Hey, don't agree with he. I ain't voting for you again." So she had to listen to her people, and that is when you realize again that the people is who got the power.
Um, they are saying that the young lady was reinstalled. So maybe there was some kind of compromise,
Mm.
but but Jason, the point remains. If you're in there, because them are getting in 2020, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Same
she
time.
realized, me not even know if this woman is a liar, but she don't realize within 2 years, me not really like how that thing happen.
It's not.
And me no need no more than that.
Out of there.
Me not like how you go after 2 years, me gonna resign. Me no need me government paycheck. I gonna go over this also, but with the
Yeah.
opposition.
Me no need to wait for Sean to do it.
And watch ya. once again, you hear any of them down there say, well, by we gonna try to fire the premier?
Hmm.
They
For the
gonna
people,
write
what?
letter to Governor General. I don't like what
As,
taking place. I out of
as I
here.
said,
Me no, you know, no
as I
chicken
said,
suda yo.
Maybe the
as I said,
constitution
as
don't
I
allow
said,
it.
as I said yesterday, you know what I mean? When you was a little boy going to primary school, you break off piece of your mother mirror and you just reflect and blame people with, you know what I mean? What you see, know yourself, you see ya. Yeah, so I mean, you just blame them the way there. Tush, tush. Yeah, no me the problem. Look which part the light shine.
You can't show me a constitution which allow the cabinet to just fire the premier, the prime minister. You know, got nothing name, so you can't do it like so. If
I know.
you ain't like what going on, you looking around and you say, you say look kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
But,
You're not gonna
but,
compromise.
Yeah.
You
but
know what?
I feel,
Because say,
That's
but I
all.
good.
feel kind of bad though that, I feel kind of bad that the premier was talking so much, not knowing he would have jam a partner like that. You know what I mean? He colleagues, principal like that too. You know what I mean? Like certain things you just leave it. You know what I mean? Knowing the fact that certain things got to be approved. You know, the couple $1 million there. You just got to take your time and see what you're gonna say and treat lately. You know. Then after you're gonna make a statement and say that was before politics, but before politics you were the developer. So you come into politics knowing the fact that these were in process. You get what I'm saying?
Jason just switched the topic, man. Oh, yeah, there, boy. This is really the topics, boy. Lord, mostly with the bowling, man, you had out here.
Listen,
Well,
what
that's the
happened?
transition.
You have to be
Well,
prepared. The man has not been in front of Mike for 2 weeks.
well,
And when he
no,
ain't in
no,
front of Mike and he can't get to see, you see how much time he posted there?
Alan, no, well,
When Jason ain't get on the show, Jason go from two posted there, from one posted there in the man to two.
Jason
He
want to
beat
wrap
up
it
and
up.
he got only one and then he got a mid man in one. Only on the buy and get took up on the mic.
Alan,
I
can
want
you
the,
break
I
down the
want the ball.
timeline of Tim calling the elections and from the date? What's the time of having the date? 2 to 3 weeks from him, from he ring the bell. So I know the elections got to call by the 9th of August because the cabinet was dissolved on the 11th of May. 90 days. I Googled that because I
No, the
wanted to
election
know,
has to be
well, this
called,
is,
and the election has to be by the
the
9th of
election has
August.
to be
Of
kept
August,
by 90 days, by the 9th. So
which
2 weeks
means
from
that the
there.
bell got to ring this week, latest next week, because you need 21 days between when the bell ring and the date of the election.
This is, this is, oh, sorry, Jason. Come in.
I, I love Timothy Harris strategies. You know why I love Timothy Harris strategies?
No.
Because all the time the premier feel like he was 20 steps ahead, not knowing this big belly man has the rope all the time. And he just busting
Um,
it shot them as he's supposed to, and all the premier could do is cost.
Trying to ring the bell tomorrow.
um, I would just like to tell you that what you say, the big belly man, well,
Yes.
the heavy tongue man, his strategy got to be that he gonna lose. He ain't going back in
Well,
the government.
well,
He ain't going
hear
back
what
in
me I
the
say.
government.
Hear what
You
me I
know,
say. Hear what me I say. Then watch out, that are the same heavy tongue man they been collide with, you know. You
There is a
understand me?
what? Guy,
Wow.
that's a good question. We
What
going
question
have
now?
a civil war.
No,
no, that is not gonna happen,
that doesn't
and I'm not
happen.
gonna be, and I'm not gonna be taking place in that.
But you see our question, right?
I'm not gonna be a part of that. What's the question?
Suppose Mr. Harris doesn't call the election. She said Mr. Harris doesn't call the election within the 90 days. What happens, right? I've never seen it
No,
Um,
before, and
the
in the
governor general should tell
Constitution
them.
doesn't provide for that either.
No,
um,
the governor general should be the one to step in and do a date. Should set a date.
So what the Governor General gonna do? Haul him out?
No. He ain't gonna be in a hall out story, you know.
Okay.
He gonna be Tim. Tim time is up.
Mm-hmm.
He has stalled long enough.
Mm-hmm.
He tongue can't save him no more, and it's time to face the consequences.
Watch out. The bell ring Friday.
That when you getting number 7?
Palang,
Boy,
palang, palang, palang.
I you know right now the another man who can't control the tongue attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out, everybody tuning in to hear the man they talk tonight, yeah?
What you mean? How you mean, boy?
Me-
That's okay.
I got I, I got to go watch it back tomorrow.
That's okay.
Boy, the man entertaining, boy.
Hold on. I just see a comment. Can
That's
you
what I'm
guys
saying,
touch
John.
on the
It can be
topic?
a civil war. Don't study with them.
No.
Labour can
Somebody
drag
say,
them out.
can you touch on the topic why SKN still trying to hold on to the outdated COVID-19 protocols to manipulate who can come into vote?
You done say so?
The answer there.
That was the full
Wow.
ball.
No.
She bought the ball and give her.
I are incorrect. I are incorrect. First of all,
Okay,
if
Alan.
if you have the vaccine, you will come in and roll out any moment in time. You check it
Mm-hmm.
out.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have the vaccine, I still want to remind you
Mm-hmm.
that the hospitals that you are going to be depending on while you are down here are JNF and Alexandria Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to have any kind of serious problem here and be depending on JNF and then Alexandria Hospital. You want
Pull
to
your
get the
ear
kind of
ambulance yard.
you want to get the kind of problem that is basic.
No,
Okay?
look, Alan.
So
Pull your
we
ear ambulance
ain't
yard.
yeah, we
Here's
ain't
a
need
question,
all of that.
Alan. If someone is vaccinated, do they still have to enter the information into like a system and then they have to get approval?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they still hold on.
You still go get
They still
tested.
don't get. You still gotta get tested for. How they got
To come
to
in.
job?
Yeah, you still need a
Oh
negative
yeah.
test.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you still need a negative test. 3 days.
PCR.
Boom.
PCR. Yeah.
You're depending on JNF and Alexandria Hospital, ladies and gentlemen. So it's not gonna be
And
happening.
Yeah.
and the
Can't risk it.
premier and the rest colleagues wasn't there long enough to change that, and maybe now they want to change it. It's an election
Um,
year. You could do what you want.
They should change it. They should change it, yes. But you not going to change before election.
You really need to change. I think once you're vaccinated, you shouldn't even have to give
Yo,
the information.
Timothy Harris is a smart man. Anyhow that they change. Me see with Labour people come in.
If you're
what
not a
Tanya
citizen,
said.
then you cannot come. Unvaxxed
No,
citizens
me,
could come in too.
no, me see too much of white people here. You can't fool me with that. You
Unvaxxed
could come
citizens
in
could
here.
come in.
Yeah.
But you have to be vaccinated. If you're not a citizen, you have to be vaccinated to enter. Think it's a neighbors. They could, Alan, you know how many citizens we have? They could be, white people could be citizens, you know. Just ask them to share their passport. You might be surprised you read.
No, well, them are going in the foreigner line though, because they want to get choked with. And they got airport, yeah.
Me not got any
Yeah.
But
local line.
me not
What?
like you, but
You,
maybe do the same thing too.
yeah, you know, want to get your fast. You better
Yeah, they get
show the US passport.
Me don't get
yeah,
you.
they get the front of the line
Only
quick.
only US passport me got. Me not got $175,000.
You could buy,
But yeah.
you could buy over and sing his name is passport.
Mm-hmm. That's just walk with a little paper. And said this mean I stay.
You know how much, if you buy a sing his name is passport, right? You know much wonders the money could do.
So Jason, where's your opinion on the Where you want to start off? On the prison? Because you know tell a boy think about the prison.
But wait, me not say nothing about the bell ringing. I want to say something about the bell ringing. Sorry, I know you just show, but
Yeah,
remember the
go
bell supposed
ahead.
to ring tomorrow night, right? So yeah,
Bell supposed to ring tomorrow night. What
yeah,
are you talking
man.
about?
Sean gonna ring the bell tomorrow night.
Sean ain't the Prime Minister.
When the
So
man say he can ring the
No,
bell tomorrow night, so I can listen on for that.
Sean go
what
blow with
you
you.
as I big up on Sean, right?
Yeah.
I want to make a comment on a couple of the ministers them. Because there's a couple of the ministers and them what need to come home. No, notice I tell you, they need to come home, not go home. Me not say nothing about I need to get fired or nothing. I watch and I saw I see, for example, the Honorable John L. Powell. John L. Powell need to go. He need to watch Zook and say, Zook, you are my role model as far as your haircut. Wherever you don't cut your hair, I cut in my hair right there so too. If you just cut your own hair, you got to show me how to do it. But you go home, I have to go home too. Maybe go home. Yeah, but I get safe. You check it out, and John L. Powell got to go home. Mr. Premier, I know you might not want to hear this, but Mr. Premier, I want you to know that based upon recent evidence that I have seen, Mr. Premier, come home.
Send them to your
Gotta
doctor.
come home. Gotta
Send,
come
Come
home.
home.
send them to your doctor.
Eric,
Come.
Eric, Eric, I feel like CCM team should be like a Doctor Evil team. They got all of them and gotta come home. Zook don't show them anyway. Zook don't show them
Oh, my
anyway.
arms. My arms are open right now. Come.
All of us have a moment in time we have to look in the mirror as a man and say, boy, shit,
Let it go.
what?
Let it go.
I got to consider I might got to go home.
Hey,
And if
hey,
I feel God,
Alan, not to cut you off, but since the premier then get fired, right? Are the most sharp ones me ever see.
Even from you.
Achu, you hear me a lot of sharp and such, I realize.
Boy, yeah, that's it. The man
It's
that we are lot of
summertime. It's
sharp hands, boy.
summertime.
Hey, when you see a man like a here we are lot of sharp hands, that mean he get a break somewhere, you know. And everybody don't know where he get a break there from.
Well, I mean, he was enjoying himself also at music festival.
He have to.
Take a little
Remember,
time
you
off.
trying to create this into a niche, you know.
Sing it sexy. All these things.
Hey, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I've been not no pain, but I would have been like a sing it.
No, but look, I show you the hospital I get and paint on them. You see window in there.
Boy.
You know what kind of paint to me like how them man a paint them diamonds so red. No, what color it been?
Orange
Orange,
and yellow.
orange
Mm-hmm.
and yellow, and then when I go back again
Yeah.
publicly, now hide.
So, so,
See
so,
how I
so Jason,
confuse somebody. That's not good.
where's your opinion? Where's your opinion on the jail, the prison?
The prison. Wow. Based on the talks that were been going around, like the prison, it's being built, and I'm just confused with what everybody's saying in terms of the budget because one party is saying this and the other is saying the other. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it was approved by all of them. So for me, I still looking for something substantial to work with. Like I ain't come to no conclusion as yet.
Okay, but do you agree with me that it's not possible that they're gonna get a building what costs $2 billion. Nah, construction, nah, everything can cost $2 billion.
Bye. But it could cost $2 billion, you know.
Boy, Jason, me think about it. If them man go to that, the $2 billion, that could have been the deposit for the bridge. What? That could have been the deposit for the bridge.
But don't get me wrong, it could cost $2 billion, you know.
No.
Meaning after that they done, that they don't want the money again, you know. Meaning the money they will sustain that everything afterwards, you know, who pay the workers them everything afterwards, you know. Meaning like no money supposed to be a coming after that they done it.
You not gonna like us saying at the world.
I mean,
But that's what I'm saying. Meaning like if it
hold
cost
on,
that
Alan.
where's the
Hold on,
risk?
Jason.
Guy.
It got the way that could work. I'm gonna tell you. So check this out. Yeah, I don't know if this them on planet. If them on build it and them on plan is to have prisoners from other countries stored here, long-term prisoners, and the countries the other islands pay, you can make money off it, and it becomes so self-sustainable. Michael John order jail, yeah. So if that is what they plan to do, if they have enough rooms, it could work. You take Antigua long-term prisoners, you take Barbados, Dominica long-term prisoners, and the government pay you for it.
Boy, boy. Watch your head. Listen, head. I attacking a lot of stupidness. You know. Let me talk with the government. You know. If I ain't doing this prison, this $2 billion prison, we ain't want an Antigua prison. I want El Chapo.
El Chapo.
Yeah, we want celebrity criminals.
Yeah.
We want real gangster criminals. You understand?
Yeah.
This is
800 and
what
something
we
million
doing.
dollar.
This is what we're talking about. And this is what gonna get us the
And
G's. What we
Max.
doing?
No.
I know you well,
Come
well.
on, man.
I be just think, what, regular prisoner from
We need to hold who
Antigua?
their Guantanamo Bay. That's what we want.
But
Yeah.
Close it
but
down and
I
send them here.
but but you know what too, Alan? You know, all of a sudden they get fired. We heard about the prison. We hearing about all these stuff, how much it costs now and all that stuff. And ba- and sometimes you not even if the information is concrete right now because it look like they were in the loop and they lose out on the loop, so they decide to squeal.
The prisoner can't cost so much money. I don't care what they tell me.
But
I
here's the
know
question,
Jason,
too, right? Here's
if
the
the
question.
hotel no cost 44 million, the prison no cost
The question I have,
2.5
is
billion.
the guy for the CBI, I think his name is something Khan, whatever it is. He said that the passports are going to be sold at market value or whatever the price is. So you're trying to tell me that the price, these investors could determine the price of the passports? If that's what
yes.
happened, Alan? Because I
I'm
didn't
glad you
understand it.
talk about that.
Because
He
me didn't
you
understand it.
you say he said that. When I hear he talking, I trying to understand what taking place because I thought that he was the man who's gonna go up there and settle me down and tell me everything, so that I looking at the politicians them like I joking. I don't know what is taking place. But then he would tell you that sometimes there are fees and there are aggressive agents out there, and sometimes prices are discounted. So me say, how you gonna tell me discount when the last say it got to be 175,000?
Exactly.
Whatever discount or whatever got to work out as far as fees, as far as I understand, I gotta work it out. I went onto a website to look because they do CBI in Grenada, Dominica, and St. Kitts. It's
Mm-hmm.
them do the hire. They're selling citizenship by investment, for example, at 2,000, no, 220,000 per share. So that the 20,000 higher than what I need to do it. So them man I work out the maths in between the for the fees. To me, that way be supposed to happen. If you know you got any kind of fees in there, that ain't not supposed to be ABIA discounted. And then he's saying a lot of things were confusing me. He said, um, this is going to raise hundreds of millions of dollars. I said hundreds of millions of dollars?
Mm-hmm.
But why would we raise hundreds of millions of dollars for a project that don't cost hundreds of millions of dollars? And then furthermore, if we are saying that the asset, the price of the shares are overvalued with regards to what the asset is, then we ain't bullshitting the asset. Because that
Well,
means we trying off the market.
well, the government what people love so much is the kind of government where people, the government when government officials come to them and say, "Hey, I'm gonna buy this from you for $1,000, but we're gonna write a check for 50."
Me go take a shot on that there, because me not understand. You sound like a
Me not
Lescan.
understand. Me confused right there.
The man say, say it again, Jason, because
You see
The
them,
that there
government,
is
when you
something
want me to,
that
the
there is
man
some
say,
that there is something where the t-shirt gang understand, not the
Yeah,
hoodie gang. So I
it's a language.
explain to Abby, explain to
Yeah.
Abby in hoodie
explain
language.
the man say the thing costs one price, but me can write the check one other price. So I come a customs, see me invoice here.
Mm-hmm.
This is what me invoice say. This is what this thing costs. But see the other invoice over there, what it actually
And
costs.
here's another thing what me not understand either.
It's
I
called.
don't know why I don't know why an investor is getting any money from the government.
I can't understand the
Be,
CBI program, to
be,
be honest.
because even in America, them man just kick up about giving owners money to build like stadiums and them kind of thing. Because it's a very touchy thing to give private individual taxpayer money when you got things what taxpayer need. I
well, you
could
never.
understand. Go ahead.
So the hoodie side, no really something called campaign.
No, I don't understand how that go, but you wouldn't tie me up.
Okay,
But I don't
go
No,
ahead,
understand
Alan.
it.
Talk, please.
listen. I don't need to be afraid to say what I want to say, because also in the speeches that I have heard from the premier using all the words them want make use of. He said he talking about scam. When you deal with scam, when you deal with fraud and so. And all I'm saying is I'm not understanding why. If we're saying a project cost, I think they say it even went up to 50 million US dollars. But if we have a project that costs 50 million US dollars, why are we authorizing shares that go way beyond the cost of the project?
Yeah.
We got to look into that.
Who is we?
And
Because
I'm glad. No, I'm glad you said that, because everyone to address that one thing too. Because you would notice that the premier is very eager all of a sudden, and I want you once again to pay attention. The premier have moments in time when he tell you, "I'm not an attorney anymore. I don't practice anymore. I'm a politician." You understand? And I tell you now, you pay attention. Because
So,
then all of a sudden now he want to be an investigator, and that is something for the DPP. That ain't
so,
nothing for he.
so, question, Alan. So,
Mm-hmm.
Spencer Brand got approved for the $44 million in 2020 or 2021, like something like that.
No, he well he get the shares. I think the amount of shares was approved in 2021.
So then I get the money.
See, this is my problem again.
Hello, Reese.
From my understanding is they're not supposed to get any money at all.
Mm-hmm.
My understanding is they tell you how many shares you go issue, and then this is the amount you go sell in order to make the amount of money.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you got to sell. I think he said 220 something, and he average price. He would have been doing it as a private man. It gonna be $200,000 a share for he
Okay.
to get the 44. Yeah, yeah. But he not.
Okay. So
And you see that the confusion, you know. It's
Mm-hmm.
not like the government got $44 million to give you, you know. Them man would just approve it and say, well, okay, all right, say $100 million. No, you supposed to go and you okay. When you watch the entry building over by Seabridge,
Mm-hmm.
who they for? The tree building, who they for?
Hartman.
Hartman. This is an example. What Hartman should have done is build one, finish one, and start to put people in there, and then continue the rest. You check it out. Hartman end up because this is what you're supposed to do, as me tell you. You're supposed to take the money from the shares and you start to deal with construction and you start to deal with marketing. You spend the money however you want to spend it, you know, in order to deal with the project, in order
Yeah.
to continue to get more people to buy into the project. Because as you continue to do things, this supposed to be attracting more people to say, why? I want to get in on that day. People say, when they finish now, people saying, oh, that's how it look there. I would like to invest in that to get some citizenship
So
by
so
investment.
number
Them
one
kind
is a
of ways they think.
decoy. Number one is a decoy for 2 and 3.
Number one,
Yeah.
me don't know what you're talking about.
In
The
terms of the
building.
building
Well,
itself.
The building.
watch here. This is no different to what Elon Musk does, do no? Elon Musk ain't got shit, you know? Elon Musk would let you know. Buy some shares in a Tesla. As yeah, right. SpaceX ain't got private
No, it's
thing
not
yet.
public.
But buy some shares in Tesla.
Mm.
And I promise you, I gonna get the battery right. So that we gonna get up to the production capacity and one day you will make money. It's the same thing with Amazon or any company. You invest in your money and the faith that they're gonna be producing a product and over time you're gonna be getting dividends. But in this case, not just dividends. You're gonna also qualify to get a passport.
He didn't get the
Okay.
passports.
No, no, no. When we say qualify,
No, no, no. There was
here's
a
how the
question.
oh
There was like,
because
yeah.
here how the passports come, right? Because Spencer Brand wouldn't touch a passport. No, no.
No, he
When you're a
wouldn't.
developer, you don't touch a passport. You know. When you collect the money, you know supposed to give the person some kind of title something to we're gonna represent this year. They know when they're doing the application for citizenship by investment, supposed to show this as proof now that they invest this amount of money in a Navis to this person and now they want to apply for the passport. So they ain't supposed to deal with no passport from brand. This is a separate process now.
So Brand is still the developer.
Yes, yes, as we have been made
Mr.
aware.
Brand, Mr. Brand, come home.
Come home.
Come home.
Okay, let me ask a question. what is Brand guilty of? Because I feel like I don't defend Spencer Brand to a point tonight. I don't got to defend Spencer Brand to a point. Yeah,
He's a developer.
That we don't know. Simone.
he's a developer that we don't know.
No. I was answering a question. Simone, that
Oh,
we don't know. I
cause
don't
he
know how many.
no,
Yeah, I don't.
Mr.
He,
Brand has sold zero
he said he
percent of the
sold zero.
shares.
That's what
Zero
he said.
percent of
No.
the shares,
Okay.
and I would say that he sells 0% of the shares based on the fact that we not see nothing going on.
He
Because watch
sell
here,
one.
understand something. This would be worse than Hartman. No? 'Cause at least Hartman got 3 billion wa nearly done, almost done. Hartman go tell you boy maybe anyways. If I got to watch this from Spencer Brand resume,
Yeah, it's a fail.
he
If
ain't looking good. Not looking wonderful.
I mean, of course, we could get into the public integrity side, which Alan, you can get into, but right now, as a developer and also a designer of the hospital, that's a fail too, because that irks me. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I'm sorry. I had to go
But
there.
Ira, what is your opinion on Mr. Brand's situation right now?
He should have declared it. It should be something that should have been known. Because he could also use his position in government to influence what's going on, right? So I could use my position in government to know I need more shares, I need more this, I need that.
Yeah. And
But,
maybe that could
But
have been
nobody
one of the
knew.
reasons he entered
Nobody knew.
politics.
That could have been a reason why he entered politics. We don't
Plain
know.
and simple. So
To help
even
it.
when he's saying that was before politics, you know what I mean? That could have been his main reason. That could have been his ulterior motive.
It's
but
possible.
he gonna argue he's not a part of the federal government.
But his
Yeah.
colleagues are. That don't make no
He
difference.
colleagues that. Okay,
His
Ira.
colleagues are. It's like you. It's like Alan. I would, if I had something, and you were a part of one system, and I'm a part of another system, and I need something from the other system. Who I gonna talk to? The system that you're a part of.
All three
Yeah.
for week.
And you might say, well, let me give you a handshake. You know, I bunk something to you and all on a little 10%, a little 5% and all. We bounce
But Eric,
that
no,
to you.
no, no, but them kind of
Just
way
rush
the
it.
way you live.
Just make sure this get through. Clean. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying the whole fact that it wasn't made public, we could
Okay.
start now thinking these kind of ways because it seemed like it was something that they wanted to keep secret in the dark.
Exactly.
So I gonna let you know, 'cause I ain't gonna. As I say, I don't agree with people with everything, but
Yeah,
I ain't gonna back
And
you with everything neither.
I understand.
and
And one of the
hold on.
go ahead.
And Ira, and maybe that's why Dan was being held up too, because they wanted this to go through too. I could assume.
You know. But I want to hear Alan point. I want to hear
Yeah,
Alan
go ahead,
point.
Alan.
No, from a disclosure standpoint, can't defend him.
Yeah.
Panda part there. He should have been known. Or because I mean there are all kind of solutions to every problem. Mr. Brand also could have put the property into a blind trust, which is one of the suggestions I guess by the legislation. A blind trust is where a trust company take over the property and you ain't got no day-to-day involvement with what is going on. So you would still be able to collect your dividends or whatever, but you ain't into the day-to-day. That is the same thing what it does make presidents and other people do. So you don't have those problems of conflict of interest. So
But
as far as the disclosure, I can't help them with about it.
and when it comes to Navy, Sinkers, Navies, nobody wants no middleman.
But um, me not think, as I said, from what I have seen, the project has not been successful in any way. The most successful thing about the project, if you go on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen,
YouTube
you will
video.
see a wonderful project. Oh my God! Watch it. When I watch the project, right? I tell myself, if this year costs 44 million, I can't wait to see the drawing for the prison.
Why the jail is going to be spectacular. It's gonna
Because
be a
that
vacation spot.
big man,
Crime
that
going to
prison
increase.
they that prison they got me feel like them man want to end the peace program,
It's so and so.
but it's like they want to have a nice place to go
It's so
when
and
this
so.
thing
It's so
is
and so.
all over.
It's so and so.
Yeah, I
I would
just
agree
need to
with
know
that
how
statement.
close it be to town.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
definitely
if
agree with
this
that statement.
if this thing depends on some kind of jamming route or something. But yeah, watch it. I wanna hear Mark say, be spend $2 billion. Music Fest got to be a keep up a prison. Them man can't come with a structure for $2 billion. It's not possible.
No, no, no. But
Uh,
okay.
so,
I
so
You
what me
I
you
say?
just glad
want you want oh go ahead, Jason.
I just glad the fact all this information coming out and we just taking it with a grain with a grain.
By this is one of the things that irks in me too, eh? Because all of a sudden information could come out.
And I got a question about the prison. Right. And so it will only last like 4 or 5 months. We see this one youth disappear from jail twice. This one they're gonna be able to keep him inside, no?
I'm telling you,
The man can want to stay Reese. The man not want go. The man can want
Oh,
to stay there. This is the
me
Ritz
just ask that
Carlton
way,
of
because
prison, no? This is the Regis. Do you
I
not
just want to make
understand?
sure.
People can want. Oh, I ain't on vacation, man. Where you going? Wherever the prison name, wherever they name the prison, that's where we going. This prison can got swimming pool, you know, tennis court, you know, AC in every room. You understand what
them
going
man,
on?
them man might got salt bay in there. A cook
Queen,
steak.
queen size bed.
Right.
It's 2.5 billion that's a cost, you know, and there's not a structure with a how big is a prison room? 8 by 8 or something like that. So it's real small,
The
smaller than
big
that.
the biggest mall in the Caribbean is Plaza Las Americas down in Puerto Rico. And this building can be bigger than Plaza Las Americas. Ain't gonna come to no $2 billion. It can't happen.
Yeah, it's
So
propaganda.
which mean what you mean I talk about a propaganda era? Something there has to be something said for the difference in the money. Are you put in the budget that this thing is gonna cost $88 million? And are you raising way more than $88 million? The public need to know which part the money there is there. What
Okay,
going on with that there?
you see,
And,
at
and also, remember Mr. Brand make some allegations and say
15,000.
the, he said the last say you got to sell it at this, other people like get to sell it cheaper.
Yeah.
If them man a sell these are cheaper, then you got to come forward and say that them man break the law. I want to hear what going on.
The problem is here. The problem is here. The citizenship I get what? That's it. If they're selling it, if they're breaking the law, right? By if citizenship had
You,
inflation,
you,
it
you
would have
know
been
what
a
the thing that
problem.
Hey,
we, you know what the thing that we need to? We need to be able to find out who own these passports. That should be public record.
Me no know. Me no know all of that.
That should be. All right, I can find out all the information right now by going online. As a US
Well,
citizen,
hey,
all
it's
what?
right there. My majority of information I can find it online. As a
But
US citizen, we should be able to find that as well.
but you
As
can't
a
find
citizen,
out every U.S. citizen that invests in the U.S. CBI program.
US CBA program, and like this one, boy.
Huh?
It's not being questioned. It's not being questioned at the level that this one is being questioned.
Well,
As it being scrutinized at the level that we're being scrutinized.
well, if the man a break laws and so, why nobody a talk about it?
Boy,
It's
Reese,
Alan just said them
Reese,
on a break laws and them a hold out
Reese,
the
them
passport.
man,
Yo,
Reese, them man only don't get caught up when somebody get a red flag after the fact. Otherwise than that, I can't do error, the passport will get hold long time. It's when people ask and a red flag when they enter some sort of country and realize how them and live their lavish life. You know what I mean? Don't be gone, you gotta think it's even passport.
You know why I said that? The passport to get hold and Alan, you know why they probably not talk? Well, you just find out a minister had a project, a CBI approved project. So he mentioned the scheme of selling the passport. Has he said he has never done it? He mentioned it saying in some cases it happens.
He,
So it's
he,
like
he, said,
huh? Go ahead.
he said he ain't getting no investors.
Yeah, I get that. But was their intent to sell the passport for anything less than the $200,000 based on what he
But
said?
you see, this is what me I try to tell you. This ain't how we work. You're conflating.
I get you.
He was never gonna sell passport.
He's not. But who
He's
is?
selling shares.
Okay, the shares.
Okay, let me show you how this thing.
But the
No,
shares give
no,
you a passport though.
yeah, but
Yeah. Okay.
so that means
Okay.
he ain't
Okay.
selling
Hold
passport.
on. One share is supposed to be valued at 200,000,
Yeah,
right? So every share, okay, 175,000. It was a anyway.
no,
Every one hundred
no,
and
that
seventy-five thousand is
falls
for
two
something
hundred.
else. Yeah, that was
Okay,
for that was for
okay. Here
something
how this
else.
thing go. Under the alternative, whatever story them call it, you have what they call public projects
Yeah,
and private projects.
correct.
So all even that when less can be attacked, me no really know why be here said because here said they will be turned over to the government at the end. Some of them will be turned over to the government at the end. If Spencer Brand a go build a hotel, you feel like you're gonna turn over that to the government at the end?
No.
No. And that's how come me tell you the public ones them the price supposed to be 175. The prison is an example of one of the public one. And not only ain't supposed to be just turned over. I think they said they're gonna give them a period of time to operate it until they have had a return of their investment, a sufficient return of their investment, and then it will be turned over.
Okay.
With regards to the private places and them, 200,000 a share.
Yeah.
And
And
what me try to tell you now,
and then if you don't want to invest in anything and you just want to buy a property, it's 400.
depends.
Well, 400,000 if you just want to buy a real estate, right? It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you see, that the thing. Okay, say you buy a condo, or you invest in a condo, and it come up to the price for CBI, then you don't need no share, you know? All you got to do is go with your condo title and your application with your other information for citizenship by investment. And it's either you get it or you don't get it. It's just in the case of Spencer Brand, he dealing with shares. But I like over by the Hamilton where D and Daniel build and he got the condos them there. Them people they will get a title and as long as the value of the condo come up to more than the real estate amount, they qualify and they go to go.
Yeah. Let me see if I could bring this thing on the screen real quick. But Alan, you had some stuff you wanted to bring on screen too.
And we rolling.
Well, I've been wanting to know if I feel like NRP getting too hard with this thing. But I want the man resign though.
Me?
Yeah. Oh no 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 no. Anybody feel like Spencer Brown should resign on the show?
Elections are come up, you know. The people could do that to him.
People go to the
This is what I was talking about. This is what we were just talking about, right, Alan?
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Everybody could take a look at it. This is how it works. Right? Okay. That done with. Yeah, now the people could do that for him, man. Elections will come up. Resign or what? We will call a by-election for another election to come up? Come on, man. No. It's a waste of time.
Okay.
It's a waste of
at
time.
least you know
That
what's up now.
But you know. So if the people want
that
to feel thing.
and I ask because I would see the NRP out there going hard, saying that Spencer Brown should resign immediately and all these kind of things.
Spencer
And
is not
it's
the
only
focus
one
right
way.
now.
Exact. Well, I didn't even think of it in that manner. But to me, if you ask, if you needed to attack Spencer and you wanted to knock him out completely, I would not seek nobody resignation. Um, I think they should have go in the context of integrity in public life.
Oh, yeah.
And if there is a breach there, then they could go along to have some kind of lasting impact. But if you're not going with integrity in public life, and by the way, that is one of the reasons why make I feel like Timothy Harris full of shit with the argument. And I'm gonna explain. He got the Integrity in Public Life Act and he got the Integrity in Public Life Ordinance. Of course, Mr. Brand, in my opinion, qualify as a public figure, even under the SINKIS guidelines, because he's a member of the Navy Island Administration. He got to qualify. But I don't know if he submitted information down to SINKIS. And if information is submitted down to SINKIS, and there is some kind of breach, because you're supposed to make a declaration of all of your assets. If this is one of the things what he didn't declare, then he in some problem. And he simple like that. But once again, me no really see what make NRP a call for he to resign.
So,
When I would have let integrity in public life do it work. I'll let the public do them work when the election come.
exactly, the public. So,
In
how do
my
you make
estimation.
how do you declare your assets to who? The
Um,
commission?
yeah,
And is it available to the public to go and say, oh, this?
I thought so, but that's not how it works. Apparently, it's only available to the members of the commission.
Oh,
And
bullshit.
in Nevis, cause I more penetrate the Nevis argument. But in Nevis, one of the members of the commission or whatever they got would be elected by the leader of the opposition,
Okay.
which would I assume be Cleon Stapleton at this point in time.
Okay.
So if this was not declared, as I say,
They should know.
I would think this is a slam dunk problem.
Yeah.
Easy to deal with.
Um, you want to bring your stuff on the screen?
You would do that.
Because
But I wonder, can me don't kind of, I don't know, we
yeah,
could do it.
you don't kind of run through it, but
Yeah.
that's what I was like. You don't kind of run through it. Let me move this for a little bit, and you could go ahead.
Yeah,
Let the people know
and
what they're seeing.
and with regards to this part, it's just section 3, and it would tell you the commission, and it shall consist of a chairperson who shall be a retired judge or attorney at law with 15 years of standing, and that person is appointed by the deputy governor general, and then two other members, one by the premier and one by the leader of the opposition.
Okay. And this is not free work, right?
Boy, no.
So we expect them
I-
to
I-
do something, right? And how do you activate it? They're supposed to take it upon themselves to say, oh, this looks like something I dig into.
the DPP could ask questions. I think that I'm not certain, but I think magistrates or judges could ask questions. But really and truly,
You got a judge in
say for
there.
yeah, say for example, right now, this thing happened. They're simply supposed to, in my estimation, go through the file, make sure that they have this information that he owned this piece of land and he had disclosed everything, and then it's very simple.
Yeah.
Is either in there or in there. If you're not in there, as I say, then he has some questions to answer. If he in there,
No worry.
he's a good man.
Damage control and take care of that.
And
I was told.
it's it, it's still not gonna take away from the fact that he should have disclosed. And it also have to be noted that he came and he gave a statement. I would assume it was a statement that was prepared for him. He did not give us the opportunity. It wasn't like he came in front of the media and said, ask me. Even less than that, just show us yourself so that we could gauge your body language and them kind of thing. It was just audio.
Audio. Yeah. Reading. Something he didn't
Ira,
prepare. Something he didn't write. You ready?
Ira,
Yo.
fact of the matter, he had intentions, right? So there was intention.
You know. We all have
Intention
intentions.
to,
Intentions of what?
Intent. The word intent.
Yeah.
what do you mean, to
To
do the
develop
project?
a project. That what we English say.
Yeah.
We a battle on and eat there, you know. We ain't got. I mean,
No,
it's
I
all
go,
your show.
yeah. I
There
get
was
it, right?
there was an intent.
What intent? Intent
Somebody say,
to.
who can we trust to tell the truth? Either way, we won't know. Remember, the appointment for the commission was done by the government.
But Alan just said there's a appointee by.
One is by the deputy governor general, and one is by the leader of the opposition. So the premier actually only put one person
Yeah.
on the commission.
Poor Tim will bust out the bubble before he time.
Never get pay.
But even Timo, if Timo wanna bust it, okay. You want me to tell you what the bigger problem is?
What is it?
The bigger problem is we know now and we don't hear things for the premier. Or it is alleged that things for the premier or his law firm were discussed in parliament and he had to recuse himself. We know something now come up for Brand in a cabinet. We hear something come up for Lindsey Grant. And up to now, we have been threatened that we're going to see some kind of documentation of fair share in a cabinet meeting, and we can't see nothing, hear nothing. We don't hear Tim say ain't never happen.
Mm-hmm.
Me no hear nobody from Pam say Mark bring up fair share in a
Me just so
meeting,
wait.
but
Me just so wait to hear
these
them say.
things come up. That's a
Me just
bigger
so wait to
problem.
hear them say. Alan, me just so wait. Me just so wait to hear somebody come out and say, "But Abby did cheat the election, no."
But then I do it
It might
again.
happen. It might happen.
But
A
then I
lot
do
of
it
people in their
again.
feelings. Ah, you're taking calls,
Somebody
no?
want to call him.
Let them call him.
Whoa.
Boy, you're killing me. You're killing me, boy. Um, reachable, no?
But me good, me I listen to her, boy.
I go. Let me see if I got another call. Let me see if I got another line. If anybody want to call in,
And I want to say something more.
feel free.
Yeah.
I glad you're on research.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm spotting a trend. Anytime people tell me this person just speaks so nice,
Mm-hmm.
when I really sit down and listen to them, I just hear a lot of the bullshit. I don't think it's supposed to impress me that you speak well. I just laugh after the politician them who somehow ain't understand what English read. That's how I know Mr. Brand ain't he right that speech there? Somebody give he that there. I telling you that and that I had to be tape. I understand. Me understand why it happened like that so, but even that ain't a good look. You check it out. When we're dealing with Janice and Mark is the same way, long winded. I have to hear something about I remember back in 1972 when NRP and in 1980 something when I was Stevens and 19 well he got to be all the 90s because after 90s is CCM time.
Mm-hmm.
You check it out. But I'm just telling you, I would like to hear straight out substance. I would prefer a politician what could speak maybe a little bit less, but still as intelligent, but can give me substance. Some of the things that we are hearing right now are amazing. I like one of the things that Janice said. Janice would have talked to us about energy. And by the way, the premier can't be serious. He talk about fair share. He not talk about the electricity bill. But anyway, Janice not tell her
Why would he talk about that?
he go tell me about how he gonna fix that shit. He need to tell me how he's gonna fix it. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Janice is gonna tell me NRP is gonna do solar. NRP is gonna do what was the other farms? It was wind. It
Solar
was
wind.
like it was like three other farms of energy. And in realistic, it's the same thing like what telling her about the agriculture. We got
Which
to
is
pick.
unrealistic.
Um, as I tell you, I think she had picked three alternative forms of energy. One of them, one of them
I
might
know
have
it
been
was solar
electrical, I
and
don't know.
I know it was so I know it was solar.
Okay, but what me say is like when we are gonna develop these things, Abby can't do all one time.
That is true.
Abby got to go into these things and be like, yo,
We an island.
we easing with dependency half a gas. We got to assess. We got to say we are going to do this one, and with the gains what we get after this one, we're gonna use some of the spillover and continue work on another one, or we gonna reinforce the one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things them not realistic, me G.
So all the time when they keep big
James.
ceremony when new engine come and never kind of thing. Nobody been think about oh shit. Watch the billion next month by.
Maybe that's why the bills are high, ain't you, Jason?
No, but Jason,
Nobody.
Jason, that is a bullshit in and of itself. Watch ya. The premier salt no fucker. No? This is the saltest I see Mark Brantley in my whole
Oh
life.
man.
Everything that Mark Brantley has said come around to be bullshit. We have the new Watzilla engines, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is gonna cut down on your bill and all these kind of thing. Boy, when people right now mountain come and them man know they never like bill a come me fuck all oh, boy, you know the amount of apprehension you got to go in there. You feeling good, eh? Something you ain't good there. And then you know by me a solo, but me never let bill come.
Hey, and sometimes you even wonder if you either left your bread out to steal or left on your keep on the lights in your house or for your toast in the morning.
And that's how come me try to tell you. I got to be a lie when he tell me sing the people not pay
Nah, that must
the
see.
fuel surcharge them. Because
Anybody in here
watch it.
from Zinkits?
My
Anybody
my
in
premier
the chat from
my premier is
Zinkits?
not gonna let me suffer. My premier is not gonna let me suffer. Me not feel like my premier is gonna be arguing about fair share and ain't tell me about the fuel surcharge.
I know,
I
I
can't
know,
believe that that is taking place.
I know, I know. When he talk about getting the money, he never mention anything about paying surcharge to the people and taking off the
Why?
surcharge.
Why? And honesty more important for the non-national.
So I just need to kill him, you know.
And Jason ain't just that for the nationalism. You got a situation where if you acquiring land, you know want no alien land holding license and them thing there, the man get them money there.
Mm-hmm.
So me not understand how I be get so foreign minded. That is like, but Alan, don't worry. You gonna get the indirect benefit. I be always I get the spill off. How come me can't get something straight in a make up? Me always I get the spill off. Whoever left back, I be go get. Where the move what I be gonna get where this man gonna tell me, boy, Alan he got a full copy in there, yeah? And
Mm-hmm.
full battle in there, you. Me go get the spill off all the time.
So so you're trying to say you're not get your fair share?
Me get me fair share energy cost. 133% in me ass.
It's really a problem. It's really, it's
Yeah,
really a
me get me
problem.
fair
The
share.
surcharge is a problem. You know what I mean?
Boy,
And with fuel costs going up, the fuel costs
you
going
see,
up.
really and truly, that's how come CCM are gonna lose guns, really and truly.
Mm-hmm.
Because the premier got so much of lyrics, right? He got so much of lyrics. But when things is good, the lyrics so alright. When things fucked up, big man, you electricity bill double. Everywhere you wanna go right now, you need this double, no? Can't remember gas double. So everything cut down now. You got to the home. Are you better boy? P11 now work now right now. You got to do them kind of thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the energy is not there. Well, for the regular man, cause you see eager people what them man got them big jeep and them man got to pay 450 or full up that. And them man good, cause them man pay the 450 and them man pay that because they going out for dinner. Need is nice, sing is sexy.
No, it's about the niche. Don't forget the niche, brother.
Yeah.
You could imagine you pay $500 and full up your tank right now, and you was like, yeah, I go, and you know you're going back before the week done,
My.
and you just living a good life. You
Nah
ain't got nothing to
drive
worry
right
about.
now. Me nah
I
drive.
will not. Yeah,
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 me nah
drive
drive.
straight down the road. And when we reach down the road, I was walking in tongue ass.
But the electricity bill ain't high, you know. It just that we're trying to create a niche for the people. Certain standards. We're trying to make it more exclusive.
Jason, you give me a feedback, man. Oh, you give me
You
a
hold on,
feedback.
hold on. You just say you're trying to make electricity exclusive. A basic fundamental need of the people you're trying to make exclusive.
Well, from the get go, he wanted Nevis to be high end, so the bills got to be high.
Hmm.
Boy, I've been on in kind of higher end now. This is not the high end that I intended to have.
Hmm.
You check? Boy? Fuck all. Boy, the bills are high, me I tell
Okay.
you.
So
Uh
the caller was able to join.
huh.
Yeah. Um, I just want to see if the mic working.
Hello?
Ta- hey,
Y'all can hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay then, okay then. So yeah, I'll clear now.
Jason
You know what
Lord.
I'm clear now.
All right.
I do it. I have to change the browser and WhatsApp for it to work.
Okay. Yeah. So, what is your contribution to the topics?
No, at first, I have to big up your all on this and WhatsApp because I hear about this maintainer lawyer about 2, 3 months ago. And I used to see a couple of people on WhatsApp, but I never actually sit down and, got your whole session with you all on WhatsApp. I really like the whole vibes and all the information you all putting out on WhatsApp.
All right. Well, again, let
You know
Excuse
something
me,
else?
you fan Singets?
You say?
You fan Singets?
Yeah.
Okay, we want to know about the bill. Yeah. Because I realize I hear some SK twang. I just identify bodies. So when it comes to the SK bill from Skellig, are you paying fuel surcharge?
No, the government paying it for us now. Since I think it's 2013.
Mr. Brummel, come on! Oh! Mr. Brantley, you're fucking up.
That's why every time I see somebody from Nevis post up a neglect bill, and we see fuel surcharge at 3 something, 4 something, 5 something, I me ask. Nevis full of money, man.
What?
That be all full of money.
Why?
anyway,
Mr.
Yeah,
Brantley,
go back to the
Mr. Brantley,
interview.
you're gonna lose. Mr. Brantley, you're gonna
when when
lose.
when Skellig first went semi-private, they repair off everybody arrays and WhatsApp. Well, they really want to do it to pay off the big business them arrays. To show you square them the books and WhatsApp. And then they get rid of this they have the sole charge for I think 2 or 3 years. And then after people start to make noise and about it, they take it off and the government deal with that.
Wait, when you say what
Because
people start to do?
Make noise.
people start to make noise, marching town, everything.
Okay.
I would decide by now. But people still charging a kill a lot of people.
Okay. Okay.
So
Me go full of
they gave
jokes.
it up, I think it was in 2013 also. It was
That's
before
when they
election in
come to power.
2015. Yeah, they gave it up.
Yeah. The man says so.
Boy, listen,
Mm.
right now,
It's a
right
simple
now,
thing, because remember is the government is the one who import the fuel.
Indeed.
And they decide to pass on that to the customers then. And they could just spend manfully for that themselves. And they're the one who control the prices, they're the one who import it, because they import it for less than what they sell us. Way less.
Well, well, think it has the federal government as the local government, so they
And that is so as well, but
they got a lot of power.
yeah. It comes down to the finances and what's that. Is if you want to do it as the government and take that upon yourself.
But after 7 years, boy, the man could have get
And,
Get
back
and
rid
in
of
it.
them.
Jason,
By the way,
yeah,
I'll end up with them.
Jason, I see. I do wanna make a very good point, and this is how come I bring up the bridge. If them man take the 2.2 billion and start to build the bridge, I could have get some kind of extension card and run that the from
Boy,
Hamilton to
no,
sink it. So
No,
me not
boy,
got to pay the
no,
fuel surcharge.
boy,
you
no
know,
problem. Just boy,
but
boy, sleep.
one question, what happened to the geothermal? Because me hear that the process being a college.
No, no,
And up to
no,
now,
no,
me want to know come that the not started yet.
Pana, do me a favor. Don't talk about that, please, please. I beg you. All the money
Cause
on the table,
from,
there.
from,
Don't talk about that, boy.
See if you in one of
cause
the
from what me
cemetery, them a sink
understand,
it.
you say?
See if you in one of the cemetery, them a sink it because that head dead.
But me see the
Geothermal
man
for
give me,
2 years.
well.
Geothermal is
And
an
Yeah, man.
election, and you come out.
if geothermal went up, the fuel bill will done cut in more than half, you know. And you know, y'all will be selling the excess to us. So y'all, so the whole geothermal plant, they could have make a big profit from this.
I don't want. I don't support geothermal. I think geothermal was the third energy source that Janice would have bring up. I do not support
Yeah,
geothermal.
it was
Any
solar, it
government,
was wind
any,
and geothermal.
any government will bring geothermal, they gonna mash up the country. Remember, I tell her, so I ain't supporting her with no geothermal. I'm out.
What you
I'm
mean
done.
they can
Bye.
mash up the country, Alan?
Bye.
But I got to do it.
They
Bye,
can't do it.
Alan.
It makes sense to do it
Scrap it
now.
up, you know.
What this? It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. Do it right now, deal with it fully, and get the praise for it. Because 5 years after you done though, when the benefits them are coming, everybody don't want to take the praise for it.
NRP don't do the
Yeah,
drilling.
I'll be gonna
It's
start
best
the
for them
topic
to.
quick and
I
then
used
yeah.
to see
Just,
steam. I used to see steam coming out of the ground.
Yeah,
just to
and who
me,
used to name for the TV? Carlisle Powell, Alan Porter.
Yeah, Mrs. Team too. Multiple sites.
They
I know
couldn't
we
get. They
are all
said
of the
they couldn't
things
get the
there.
funding. Janice said she could
It's a
get the
lot.
The
funding
funding,
from.
when you can get the funding,
So
we
so
have,
so we going
we got
back.
the,
We going back in time here. We going back in time when
no
we have a
problem.
different administration. They had reached a certain
Yeah.
um they had reached a certain stage with the geothermal where they actually did the drilling and they found the source.
Mm.
So you actually used to see steam coming out of the ground. But back then they couldn't get the funding.
Mm.
I guess what Dr. Hodge is saying is that right now the world is trying to move towards those kind of energy. So there is more funding out there available from larger countries, especially with the push to develop more sustainable energy
Let,
sources and
let
stuff.
me,
So that's where the funding is coming up right now.
let me be clear with this. The only reason they didn't get funding is because a politician wasn't getting enough kickback afterwards. That is the
A
honest truth
politician,
about the government.
a
You
NRP
see?
politician,
And both,
a NRP.
and both sides, both in the local and the federal at the time.
He must have been in a government.
No, I got a lot of deep information. I got the black book, as they like to say.
You
Oh.
know which part the bodies and them buried. You can't
Well,
let that.
Well, we don't know about that, otherwise they're gonna help me as well.
so, so
You
I
you
just
got
I
the
got
black
the
book.
black book, me know where the body be.
You got the black book and me not got none.
No, you don't want the black book. The black book comes with a lot of power and a lot of responsibility.
Trust me. Me got a book you too, you know.
Yeah. I mean, from what I gathered was, and I don't know how true it is more of letters was written to the bank that was supposed to fund the project that halted the project back then. I don't know how true
The
it
federal
is.
government could have deal with it. The federal government could have deal with it.
The
But I'm
federal.
telling you honestly, could have deal with it. But the honest truth about it, no, but the kickbacks them wasn't going to the right person. So the man decided, hey, not me with this.
Oh,
And
okay.
Hear
I see
this.
what you're saying
And
now.
hear this, my boy.
You know how much the project would have come. You know how much the project there would have cost? I think it was 130 million also. How much
Hmm?
Spencer get for you one? Spencer get 40 million euros.
44.
So it's so easy to get the
4
funding.
million is not a little bit of
How much
money.
is 1 million euros?
Listen,
You know how much
listen.
money they spend on the England Mayor project? The funds was there to deal with them kind of projects already. But the kickbacks wasn't there for who to sign
No,
off on it.
the kickback, the kickback was mostly sinkings.
Jason, why make you give me a feedback, boy? You need headphones.
Hello,
But sure,
Hello?
I still echo.
listen,
I think we may have lost
I'll go
Alan.
enough on my time.
Oh,
listen. Me don't tell you. The problem is that them no want to make money. Me done explain to you. Me done tell you how we
Just,
can make a lot of money. Them no want to listen to me.
yeah,
Them I need
trust me, the gentleman there, right? Could have made so much money for needed.
Reese can come with something far left now.
Me on two different,
Something
me on
far
two different
left.
ways money.
Reese I come with
Check
right
this.
now.
We getting over by Long Point,
Mm.
Long Point down Bone Hill,
You
and I
right
would
here
have throw
about
over there into Sin City,
red district Reese want bring, eh?
full red light district.
Yeah.
I tell you, I tried to get in a hotel in Jamaica. The hotel booked out for a year and a half. I can't get in.
Hedonism.
That means people want to go. Boy, tell Christian come to
Uh,
East on the side.
Reese, there's lovely hotels in Mexico,
Listen, my
and
guy.
also in Santo Domingo has an
Wow.
amazing one.
Listen,
Amazing.
here I tell
But,
you, we could have been making money. Hand over fist.
but, but look here on this now with Spencer project.
No, we don't want Spencer
Who
Project
gonna,
yet.
Reese,
Spencer
let the
no,
Project
people
is
talk.
I just asking a couple questions because I don't start to get some information in the black book.
Mm.
But me like the book, yeah. Me like the book,
That
yeah.
book get wicked,
Who
yeah.
gonna,
Wicked.
Yeah.
you want to know the reason why this project was kept on such a rush for a long time? Look who gonna be cleaning and preparing the land. Look who gonna get the legal work, and look who gonna be building it.
You go call in, my man. You go start
No,
calling now.
hold on. Listen, hold on. Stop, time out. Flag for the play, foul, red card, yellow card, everything.
But you know,
You got to talk clean because me not understand you.
me understand
Relax.
what the man say. You know, I put the man who call nobody name on the show you tonight.
No.
The man tell you do your own research and he tell you where to look.
Don't worry about it. I gonna call him on the
Look,
black book. I gonna send you a message, don't worry about it.
look. This plan, still government changed in 2015. Spencer don't submit the plan there to government. That plan them secretly done approve. You know what they do? They wait until he come minister for things to continue further. Always defer because the real reason why it takes so long because they wanted him to find their own money. And when left can come up with the alternative funding and what's not, they use that deal.
But
That's the only reason.
with this alternative funding,
Yeah,
um, you still not get no money. You still got to raise the money yourself. Am I wrong?
that's what they're doing because you're not wrong. You're not raise the money yourself because what the government is doing, they're giving you 250 shares. Well, passports, they call it shares and what's not. So you could sell them at whatever price you want and make how much money you make. That one go towards the project and
Hold on.
you make the rest.
Alan, you know say that illegal.
Um,
What's that?
Go ahead.
Hold on, we got to stop. You just say you could sell them at whatever price?
Yeah. Same thing with the prison. That's where the whole prison thing come up to a big thing because Parkhead only get 250 passports, which equal to about some kind of less a couple. It's a good change, a good 100 million. I got to go back to the book for the exact figures. Spencer get the same amount. The same amount what bill Parkhead, the same amount what bill Spencer project is the same amount what could be the prison.
Hold on again. Red
The
card, yellow
unit,
card, time out. red card, yellow card, time out.
Yeah.
So if you get the same
But
amount as
Mm.
what Parkhead
look
get,
back in the book.
how come Parkhead is over 100 million and his is 44? If you
How
get
come Parker get
100 million and
no?
his is
The
44.
government the government could only give 250 at the time. That was before the alternative come in. So the government would have put up that 40 million the US and the person who will own the hotel now, they put up the rest.
I don't think I've yet.
You understand? But with the alternative now, the government issue could fund the whole thing. And because the CBI could fund the whole thing and then you have start out the ownership after.
I think if I know you weren't calling, I would not start drinking, but I start drinking. So
When you say the CBI, to me the CBI not fun nothing. And I want to show you something
Go
too.
ahead.
Mm,
You see how that man I say 220 shares, for example. You know
yeah.
that 220 shares there could be 800 passport.
No,
You know?
no, it's 220 passport.
But,
But the
okay.
thing is,
You talk and then me gon' talk. You say everything where you want to say
okay,
and then me gon' talk.
with that, I'm sure with the same thing on WhatsApp is with the 220 when they say shares on WhatsApp is about passport they're gonna allow you to sell. But you can sell it for what price you want. And remember at the end of the day, you're trying to raise money for your project. So if you get 250 shares and if somebody got a pen and a calculator there, work out 250 and you sell it by, let's say you get them sell for $200,000 each. Only 50,000 you have to pay back to the government. The rest can belong to you. That's according to Leston, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So he said, mine, he had the head of the CBI and he making some kind of, if you only see what kind of pay he get, trust me,
hold on, listen.
the kind of money we get.
We hold on. We listen to Les Can talk. Les Can really make too much sense.
Yeah,
That's so me really feel like we should use here as a reference because me listen to he talk when he do the press conference and I came out of the press conference more confused than going into the press conference.
yeah, he raised more question because when he do, he talk too much. He talked too much in the press conference there. He learned too much information. Instead he's saying what he's supposed to say. He said too much. Cause he tried to cover a lot of people ass. But in himself, he learned more people.
Okay. Okay. Let me show you what I did right now.
Yeah.
And anybody could go on this rangedevelopments.com. Those are the
Mm-hmm.
people who develop the park here. They have
Yeah.
CBI in Grenada and other countries. As I told
Yeah.
you, the same 220 shares could be
Mm-hmm.
even 1,000 passport. And I'm going to show you how. Even on this, I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
show you. You could apply for a family of 4 for a total of
Mm-hmm.
$225,000. One share
Mm-hmm.
entitle you to not only you could apply for a spouse and 2 dependents that are 4 passport from one share.
Mm-hmm.
So I want people to
Mm-hmm.
understand, not because they say 200 share, the 200 share could go more than that. And
Yeah.
then not only that, they are saying that it passed down. So the people and them,
Passed
it,
down. Inheritance.
yeah, this is what
Yeah,
has been
Oh
getting
well, I
on.
guess
Oh
that makes
yeah,
sense, right? Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
So all of these are what they are saying as selling points. So don't bother feel like 200 share mean 200 passport.
No.
200 share mean 200 share.
It means
The,
200 families.
the 200 share, that it could be 200 families of 4.
Yeah.
So that could be 800 people. And everybody need to understand what taking place
That
with
is
regards to
that
that.
is a fact.
All what happen? The price gonna go up. But you could absolutely get more than the more passports than shares,
Yeah.
and that's how come me tell people don't get confused with shares and passport.
But
In
it
my
does
opinion,
represent citizenship.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
passport, but well,
Citizenship.
Yeah, your boy citizenship, you know.
yeah, for your family.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And he come with a passport.
Carla, you got this show in the
Yeah.
background now?
If
The show in the background. It might be Jason. If you have the show playing in the background.
you're supposed to.
Okay, that's fine.
You
Okay.
still have an echo?
I,
E-
I
e-
don't know
e-
what's the
e-
source.
even
How
because
is
I
sound
end
now?
up on. Oh.
So
Girl
better.
on the black book.
I don't know. Go look for the black book, man. I got the black book now. I got the black book now.
Yeah, so I tell you now, I end up and I went go research because you could see from when is Denzel Douglas had originally deal with these people in Dubai.
Okay.
I
Mm-hmm.
signed the deal in Dubai because Park Hyatt ain't even done yet. Park Hyatt really and truly do like how
You got
Mark
more.
Brantley do the
You got
monthly
more
thing.
to
He's
the
supposed to
story.
come, yeah, he's supposed to got
You
300
got more.
people.
You got more.
Yeah.
You got more to do still, and you got more. You got more to Kitchen Hill and Watson still. All the projects are finished, but the resource stage are open.
And
The reach a functioning stage.
the next thing what you have to note, because I
Mm.
realized this when we just come back from school. Can me drive around to different places what say them a citizenship by investment. And me realize in a Nevis is Dion Daniel, he one and them finish. I think Hartman responsible for Tamarind Cove. But majority of them in a Nevis were registered as citizenship by investment. Nothing going on, Whereas in a
No,
city,
I'm not going to that
whereas
because
in
this is what
guy,
because this is what happened. This was the big problem with the CBI, where a lot of them didn't see. Well, what Doug Yanfer didn't see is that man, you're gonna come, you're gonna start the project and everything. When you reach a certain stage, that's when you actually get the citizenship and all them things. You don't get them before. You get it when the project done reach at least I think it's 60%. When the project is
60%?
60%, yeah, you get you get the citizenship and what's not. So you as the owner now, you don't get the citizenship and what. What the hell I must continue investing this for and continue to finish off this for? So if that's this way I left it there and the government had the choice now by hey, if I left this here, people gonna talk about it. Hey, let me change the money in and invest in this and try to save this here and try to get this to finish. That's why we see a lot of projects in saying is get to finish. Because a lot of the owners them pull out, and the government now have to put their own money now back in to finish the project, And because some of them only like 60% and what's not. That's why if you drive on in Frigate the area, you'll see a couple of hotels and what's not. If you wait, them hotel level for about 10 years and then they're finish it. You ask me, you inquire about it? Oh, well, that's all tell your owner and what's that and what's that. Ain't really that, there is a whole lot of pull out because he done get his citizenship and what's not for he and the family and everything. So he done come
Oh,
and
Silver Leaf
why
City.
I ask that then? Yeah. He got
but
next
my
one, he
thing,
got next hotel there, Pelican. He got next hotel over Frigate there, Pelican then. He got next one over there on top of the hill again. I forget which other name again. Then let them finish because the original owner pull out, the government will have to change some money now to finish it and what's not. They got to try for the next owner now to try buy that then now and finish it.
when you say the owner, who you
Yeah.
talking about? The person who developing the project?
Yeah, the person who come with the initial plan to develop the project and what's not.
Yeah, no.
But really and truly, for example,
You know about that.
the
Mm-hmm.
people and them who doing the prison, them man doing all the
Yeah,
projects down in Singleton.
they do a hotel down in Wynham. They do a hotel down, I forget what the area they call, in between St. Paul's and Newton Ground. They were mad a hotel. and
Okay.
they're doing the next set of apartments them day in Ross and what's not. But with the prison there, they're gonna be the biggest set. They're gonna be the biggest set of money, not wasted. The biggest set of money gonna be flourishing. One set of people, you know. That's where you see these politicians picking up some about it. Because
What else?
remember to show you, Spencer get 250, Parker get 250, and next project one get 250. You know about that right now, but that don't come out. That don't come out when Timothy start to talk again. That get the next 250, and the prisoner get 5,000. So we jump from 250 to 5,000 for the same project working out the same as Spencer project.
Like double Spencer project.
That's double.
Oh, was that EC? The 80 something million was EC or was it US? What they had in the budget?
Was easy. Was easy.
Jason,
It come
Jason,
up, it come up to 40 million.
It costs
we
less.
gonna we gonna get to find a way to make a proposal for ecstasy sound to be a CBI program.
We
You
have
could. You could.
Yeah, we ain't got to do it. Too much money about.
So like okay then, so let's say you want to start a music festival or what. You just go write up the plan, go and and bring it into the studio and what's not. Bring it into the CBI office, they review it, they pass it in parliament, but they say okay then. Well for a project like that we give you 100 units. 100 units you sell it for let's say you sell it for 150. 50 go to the government, 100 go to you. That's the thing, government got to get a share of it, eh?
Jason Leggy got
Government got to get a share of it. Right. So imagine you get 100 units and you're selling them for and you're getting $100,000 profit out of it. That's $100 million there. If you get all them sell.
I be want my profit
What
that
you could do with
you
that?
say music. You say music festival. I be a lot think about artists. What I be want.
Well you got 100 million.
Yeah, I be want
Well you go
I
take
be
the
want
money for it,
get a
that.
profit.
Hey,
Well, you know you're not a find them you want something.
my boy, you gotta come back next time with a book, here, you know. You gotta come back next time all
But
year with a
but
book, here, Jen.
I come in late, man. I come in late. I have to run to look for the black book and all.
But here's something,
Alright,
right, Carla?
because the information based on what you said, you know something? At the point, you had me confused. Then after when Alan explained and you come now, you know what I mean? You kinda get the regulation now. You check it out? So I appreciate that.
No, but Carla, make sure you like and follow. Make sure you like and follow the page, man, and
Yeah,
tune into
and
the show.
Alan,
Of course, of course.
Alan
Like, follow and share with
Alan
them.
Powell.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take a shot for you.
Yo,
I
fellas,
just take a
we
shot
out
for
here, you
that.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Carla, thanks for your contribution, man. We really appreciate it. And you sound like
Yeah,
you have
man. When is the next
first
one?
time. Hmm?
Next week Tuesday.
When
Every
is the next
Tuesday.
one?
Tuesday is the
Every
Every
Tuesday.
topics.
Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday is the
Yeah.
topics. Monday is Real Talk Corner. If you look at the two logos, you're going to see two different logos. The one on the top is the topics. The one underneath is Real Talk Corner. All on Red Network.
I'm coming with the black book from early.
Yeah, man. The
All right.
topics are what you're going to want to touch. Blessings.
Yeah.
Just make sure you walk with enough rum and with food as well.
But, hey, Alan, you hear the one there?
Bless up, bless up,
You hear the one there?
bless up.
The one you go and touch. But anyhow, manners and respect to everybody.
The topics
You
are
know
what
what
you're
I
going to
mean?
want to touch.
Mhm.
Well, we closing off? Is Irish or
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm just a
Yeah,
visitor.
man.
Good night, everybody. I'm tight. I got
Yeah.
in some farmer lab. Next week
Manners and
Bless
Tuesday.
respect
them,
to
man.
everybody that tune in. I went
Hey, hold
I
on
went to
before you
overstep
go.
my boundaries and my time.
Hold on, Jason. To everybody, if you're in Nevis, if you have the opportunity tomorrow, there will be a candlelight vigil for Trevi.
Yeah, man.
If you have the opportunity to go down to Indian Castle, please go down to Indian Castle and be a part of that. If it is live stream, please make sure you do the live stream and let's send the buy out for blessings, you know.
Yeah, man.
Manners and
me I
respect.
will.
Manners and respect.
You
I'm
see,
out.
see,
And you're
Mr.
here
John
looking
But look,
fluffy, boy.
I
but if I'm
don't
going
got
to
to
come
go
here to
home.
call boy,
You know go
what
home.
tell
You
me
look
so?
like you almost got to go home too.
But Mr. Brantley, I'm telling you, you gotta come home. I realize
Boy,
to come
because
home.
if I would take off here, I say, okay, now me one, I'm gonna feel bad.
Boy, the place start to get hot.
Anyway.
Boy, me got on a hoodie, you know.
See,
Good
Jason
night,
don't gonna
everybody.
fire you. Why them a joke
Yeah.
I you make? Jason say he
What a
not stay
smile,
no
what a
longer.
look at her face, boy. Look at her face.
Jason gone, boy. Happy like a
Hey,
child
check
in a
eye,
candy
boy.
store.
Check eye
Anyway,
later.
take eye off screen.